Hello? Got something to say to the world? Hey? You got a message you want to communicate with mankind? Good morning, we've slept the whole night through. Good morning to you and you and you and you. Welcome to that weekend vlog. It is Saturday morning and about, just look at the time, 20 past 8 on a Saturday morning, and my house is quiet. This is the great thing about kids getting older, that you're not up at 6 with the birds on a Saturday morning, I've got to say, unless you choose to be, which often I am because I like early starts. But yeah, something to hold on to, you guys that still have little kids. The day does come, you get your sleep back. The house is quiet of a morning. We're not having to rush down and make breakfast for everybody. So yeah, it's a good season of life. Oh dear. But I do understand that's a lot of hard work getting there, and I've paid my dues, believe me. So I'm going to make some coffee, sit down and try and make sense of the homemade ice skating class that I'm trying to organise. It's supposed to start on Wednesday, but anyway, Joey shall go to the rink, which is why we do these things, don't we? We do them for our kids. So yeah, I'm gonna make some coffee, make some sense of what's happening with ice skating, and just slowly wake up to the day. Oh, I live an exciting life, let me tell you. Saturday, about 11:30, I guess, before lunch, and I'm in my bedroom sorting out my crap. What I've been doing this morning is going through my socks and repairing them, as in putting them in pairs, not mending them. I've got some linen that I need to take down to my new linen cupboard, which I shall show you later. I had also planned on cleaning out sort of my jewellery and makeup thing this weekend, but I watched Brummy Mummy of Two's vlog this morning, and she did her makeup, and I would hate to think that anybody thought that I was copying her, but I actually went and bought 2 new makeup bags during the week to do that. But I've actually decided, I think, that I've got a drawer over in my dresser over there that's kind of got odd socks in it at the moment. I think I'm going to repurpose that drawer for makeup and buy some inlays to go in there, and then just keep a bag of my everyday stuff that I can take between the bathroom and my dressing table, really. Excuse my hair, I'm trying to let it air dry naturally as I go about my day. Just to have, you know, so I'm not blow drying my hair every day and making it dry and frizzy. Yeah, that's the extent of my exciting Saturday thus far. Yeah, at the moment, organising shoes, socks, underwear. Exciting, let me tell you. I've just been stood here, clearing out some things that I found at the top of the cupboard, and some of them were ornaments and some of them were things from my, I wouldn't say oh yeah, there was one pillow from my childhood, and then things from my teenage years and trips that I've had. I guess I was just reflecting on the kind of hold that things can have on us. What's the point that we decide that actually this thing, even though it's from my childhood or from my teen years or from a trip that I took, actually doesn't have any meaning to me anymore? Should it have meaning, and does it make me wrong if it doesn't have meaning? And you know, will the people who give it to me be upset because it no longer has meaning to me? All of the kind of emotions, I think, that that clearing clutter bring up for us. And I think the hardest one that I deal with is we moved around a lot when I was a kid. I went to 10 different schools in 3 different Australian states and in 2 different countries, so England and Australia. And so for me, culling down and getting rid of things, it's kind of gotten harder as I've gotten older, but it was always really a part of my life. Like even as a child, we were given a tea chest and said you can only take what can fit in that tea chest. And so you really come to understand the importance of what was precious to you. But I found since we've bought our own house here that I tend to hoard and hold on to things a lot more because A, perhaps I feel I should for some unknown mystical emotional reason, or B, because, you know, you've spent money on it, and so to give it away, to throw it away seems wasteful as well. And it's just been really interesting morning trying to work through all the thought processes that decluttering and getting rid of things bring up in me. A really interesting one is that Anthony and I have different views about greeting cards, you know, and I'm not saying that either of us is right or either of us is wrong. I'm just saying, as a matter of fact, we have a different point of view about cards. And so for him, cards are really meaningful, and he likes to hold on to his cards. And for me, I'm kind of at the point that I feel like I'm holding on to them because it's important to him. And so even that isn't an emotion that I'm going through. You know, at what point do you not do that? Because, you know, I care about him and I care about our relationship, and it's important to him, and so I feel there are things that I probably should hold on to. But when the meaning is more to do with somebody else than it is to do with me, like I really struggle. I did listen to Con Marie's method last year as an audiobook, and I found that really helpful in terms of, you know, whatever brings you joy, whatever is practical, that kind of thing, hold on to it. Which I'm okay with when it's my own stuff, but it's looking at your memories, being in the present and knowing that things have different emotional meaning to the people in our lives now, and also looking ahead to the future in that I don't want to leave my kids with a heap of crap to sort through. Like, that is just not something that I want to do, you know. Like, I would rather create choice pieces as I go along, and potentially, you know, in the next couple of years, that I would like to perhaps give to each child, and sort of have that viewpoint, which is something my mum had started to do with some of her jewellery and things, was, you know, think, okay, well, I'll give this one to this grandchild on their 21st birthday, or, you know, I'll give this one to my daughter and this one to this daughter, and which I think was far more meaningful than the thought of my kids having to sort of rifle through my stuff and think, oh, you know, what was important to mum. I feel like I should take ownership of that now. As part of my purposeful word this year, I'm going through stuff and I'm trying to be purposeful about what I keep and what I throw away. So yeah, how about you? Do you struggle with that? Like, is that something that comes easy to you? I suspect that we all struggle with it in our own ways, but yeah, I'd love to hear other people's stories about how they deal with the clutter and that emotional struggle between past, present and future. You know, what do we do with that, and how do we hold that in a way that brings honour and respect to our relationships more than the things, really. For me, it's about the relationships. So yeah, anyway, no doubt we'll talk again. Good morning. Look at those bags under my eyes. I could do a whole grocery haul with them. Oh my gosh, that's not good. I need to sort my life out. It's Sunday morning. I've been listening to another audiobook and about to make scrambled eggs. Here we go, scrambled eggs. I'll have some garlic mushrooms with them as well. This little lad wants a Steam game and has been trying to convince me all morning to buy it for him. And
I've been saving up for 2 weeks, and then of course I checked last night and I didn't have enough. But I remembered I found 50p in my room last night, so I went out, grabbed it, and now I can afford it.
Okay.
Let's go.
You heard it here first. Look at these babies. Hey? They come and sit here because this is where I sit. I want to be there.
Oh yeah.
So what's going? Getting over it. So is this a game? Is this something that I'm going to just hear you you know, screaming and raging about it every day?
Maybe.
Maybe, okay. I have a moral duty to look after your sense of anger.
Well,
I feel like I wouldn't be a good mother. I suspect that it will probably anger you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, alright. Okay, you're going to have to leave me to it then. Believe it or not, I kind of know how to work the internet.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty good at it now.
That's crazy.
I know. I'm pretty good. I mean, I might not be as good as an 11-year-old, but, you know, for an old chick, I'm alright.
2 weeks I've been waiting for this.
Saving your Pokemon for
2 weeks. And now I'm officially broke. What? No, I have like...
Okay, so have you done all your chores?
I need to do the dishwasher.
I've brought you to the deep dark depths of my basement, where when we did the renovation last year we moved our laundry down to. Originally we did have a bit of a dedicated laundry spa, but it was really damp and cold and yuck, and so we decided that we would move it downstairs. That way all your mess from your laundry is downstairs. I regret not building onto the side of the house as well and putting a laundry in there, but whether we'd have had the funds to do it and whether it's the best option in terms of access to the back garden and things like that, whether we'd have got planning permission, I don't know anyway, but you know, in an ideal world, had I have rethought of it all, I would have put the laundry on the side of the house. Our basement is not a renovated basement by any sense. It is an old basement, and just slowly we've been, you know, repurposing it as best as you can without spending loads and loads of money, but it needs a lot of work. Hubby has been really great. You know, it's an amazing thing to have a DIY husband or a DIY wife, you know, whoever it is in your house that does the DIY. So the big love job that my husband has done for me in the last little while, a labour of love, is he's built me like from scratch. I don't mean he's gone to IKEA and bought cupboards and put them in. Like, he has designed them for the space. He's had B&Q cut the wood made to measure. Where he hasn't had B&Q made to measure wood cut, he's cut it. But anyway, he's built me this linen cupboard. I'm not sure that you can see it very well just because I'm in a really confined space. So he's laid the flooring for me and then put this linen cupboard in as well. And then on this wall he's just reclaimed that little bit of space for some of his handy stuff. Let's have a look. So I've just been sorting it all out. Spare duvets and covers up there. Single beds, sheets and double bed sheets there. Super king size, which is what our bed is. Pillowcases, tablecloths / runners / napkins. And then down here, what are they, mattress protectors, some throw rugs, spare duvet covers that people need to sort out, and then towels and bath mats, face washers, hand towels and stuff are over there. So I'm going to probably put some more duvets or something up here, but I'm just waiting for him to seal that so that no dust comes down. And then I think probably put, if that's all the towels, which I'm washing everything at the moment to try and make sure that I've got everything sorted space-wise, probably put some more duvet kind of things down there as well. Currently on our, so this is basement, then we've got ground, and then we've got first, don't we? Is that how it works? Or is, yeah, and then we've got second. So on our top floor, our second floor, we've got a space that was a cupboard that we are at some point planning to turn into a bathroom, a wet room. It's all plumbed, ready to go for a wet room, but it's just not, you know, the room isn't finished off and built for a wet room. So, you know, the electric shower's in, there's power in, there's stuff for a toilet and a sink and all that kind of stuff, but yeah, the room isn't really built for a wet room. At the moment, that's where a lot of my linen, you know, big duvets and things like that and junk my bell tent is up there as well. So it's just kind of reclaiming some of those spots so that we can then finish jobs in this house and create storage areas for things that we need, and then culling off the things that actually we don't really need. So yeah, that is my labour of love linen cupboard that Lucky's built from scratch. It's been really good.